awesome!
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Live with the Native Guy, and that's me. I'm your host, the Native Guy. We hope you're enjoying your day. It is Thursday, the 26th of January. Whatever you're doing, we hope you got your coffee brewing. We hope you got your whatever you get going this morning. Just make sure that it doesn't get you going crazy, because if you're going crazy, there's nothing I can do. I just watch you go crazy. Anyways, hey, welcome to my Live with the Native Guy, and that's me. I'm your host, the Native Guy. We are streaming live from Red Teepee Studio 1 here in the plains of Southwest Oklahoma. We hope you're enjoying what you've been hearing these past few days. We want to get you some different things going as we get your day started with the Native Broadcast Radio Network, Live with the Native Guy. Boy, howdy, we need to get our players connected. We want to say a shout out. We are on our Native Broadcast Radio Network, our Native Broadcast Network radio.net. If you go there, that's Native Broadcast Network radio.net. There you can hear us streaming live at the same time on the air with the Native Broadcast Network. I'm live on the morning drive. That's where we going. Hey, yesterday we had a nice little segment last night during the evening. We had DJ Nick who was there. He was playing some music, country and western music. He's the top 20 music there. He's out of France, if you hear that, or Italy. So we are great that we've got expanded our market, and we've got different ones who are joining the network, giving us different times that we can play. As you see, I got my coffee this morning. It's my Kiowa Tribal mug. Hey, what's up, camera? We're just going to drink some coffee. We want to get some music going for you, maybe play some videos. You know, we're going to get this day started on something different, little bit sounding how we want. We want to, I'm just going to give you something that we can just play for you, some music, to get you some mood music going. I don't know what kind of mood music you want, but we want to play some songs for you that, just going to make you feel real good today. We're going to start with some tribal music. We're going to start with some Native American church hymns. We're going to start there. Then we're going to keep moving on down the trail. We're going to keep singing some songs. We're going to get things moving and grooving as we dance your style on the Powwow Trail. You may be wondering, what does that mean, dance your style on the Powwow Trail? Well, everybody has a style of dance. Everybody has a way they want to dance and move when that beat and that groove and that music hits you. Just like in Native American country, when I go to a powwow, I love hearing that music. I love feeling that music. It's power to that drum circle. There's power in that circle. And no matter where I'm going, whether it's in a Native American church ceremony, a Gore Dance Society dance, or a intertribal dancing with the drums, the war drums, as we would call it. I mean, growing up, my dad he wouldn't call it an intertribal powwow. It would be called war dancing. And they get ready for a war dance powwow. And that's how I was used to calling it. Today, it's just called an intertribal powwow. But again, the power of these music, the power of the songs, the power of everything that they play, that's kind of what we want to get with you this morning. We want to make it a little bit powerful for you. We want you to feel good. We want to get you some good music. We want you to think about your day, what you got going on, whether it be a test or you got schoolwork or whatever, just kind of sit back, relax, knowing you made it toward the end of the week. As you made it toward the end of the week, you're getting ready to just relax here pretty soon. And I keep repeating myself because, it's just live with the Native Guy this morning. I'm trying to get my morning drive going. I'm trying to get everything that I know to make this work. And I just want to share this information. Hey, I was talking yesterday because like I'm saying, I'm rambling on. I'm just now getting on the air. I'm just now getting to you. I want to say good morning. In Kyle, good morning to you. Yesterday we was talking about Ida's Law. We were talking a little bit about murdered, missing indigenous women, or MMIP, giving you a little bit of information. Well, we have some guests who are going to come on, hopefully from the MMIW movement here locally in Oklahoma, but we want to get different ones involved from different chapters as well to come on and speak with us. We do have some who have shared some information. I'm going to kind of read some of this information that I got. It was emailed to me. I printed it out. It's basically a House bill It's the first session of the 59th legislature here in the state of Oklahoma. It's HB 1077 or House Bill 1077. It's introduced an act relating to public health and safety, creating the Casey Alert Act. It's defining terms, directing the Department of Public Safety to develop a Casey Alert system. It's requiring cooperation of certain entities, appointing the Commissioner of Public Safety as a coordinator, as providing for the promulgation of rules, requiring certain procedures, providing for contents of a Casey Alert, providing for termination of a Casey Alert, providing codification, and providing effective dates. So this is how the bill is introduced. So it says, be it enacted by the people of the state of Oklahoma, Section 1, new law. A new law is to be codified in the state of Oklahoma, statutes of section SS 1-1990.8 of Title 63, unless there is a duplication numbering, reads as follows. This act shall be known and be cited as the Casey Alert Act. Section 2, a new section of the law to be coded in the Oklahoma State Statute, Section 1-1990.9, Title 63. Unless there is created duplication in numbering, it reads as follows, as used in the Casey Alert Act. Alert or Casey Alert means the statewide Casey Alert for critically missing adults. The Ashanti Alert means the National Communications Network established by Ashanti Alert Act of 2018, sections 21901 through 21907 of Title 34 of the United States Code. And then there's critically missing adult. It means a person who is at least 18 or older within 59 and no older than 59 years of age, whose whereabouts are unknown, and who is believed to be abducted or taken against his or her will. Law enforcement agency means law and enforcement agency of any state or political supervision. Media outlet is included radio, television, newspapers, and not Invisible Act of 2019. It's a federal law enacted by the United States Congress for the purpose of increasing intergovernmental coordination to identify and combat violent crime within Native American lands, sections 2801 through 2815 of Title 25 of the United States Code. Section 3 under this law, it states that the Department of Public Safety shall develop and implement a statewide Casey Alert system to be activated on behalf of a critically missing adult. The Casey Alert system shall be developed in cooperation with the Department of Transportation, Department of Human Services, Oklahoma Department of Energy Management and Homeland Security, tribal governments, the Oklahoma Association of Broadcasters, and any other state or local agency that the Department of Public Safety deems appropriate. So the Casey Alert system, it shall be developed with any coordination, training, and assistance available from the United States Department of Justice pursuant to the Ashanti Alert Act of 2018 and not the Invisible Act of 2019. Section 4. It states, unless there is created duplication in numbering, reads as follows. The Commissioner of Public Safety shall be the statewide coordinator of the Casey Alert system and coordinate with the media outlets for the rapid and accurate announcement of Casey Alert to the public. And the Department of Public Safety shall promulgate rules as necessary to implement this act, provided that the rules shall be included the following. 1. The procedure to use by law enforcement agencies to verify whether an adult who has been reported missing is believed to be at risk or of abduction or being taken against his or her will. The criteria for law enforcement agencies to consider in circumstances in which a missing person may not meet the definition of a critically missing adult, but whose safety should be best protected by the issuance of a Casey Alert. The procedure for law enforcement agencies to follow in initiating a statewide Casey Alert, and a method whereby information is distributed to media outlets statewide. Number 5, the procedure for the receipt and evaluation of information received at the public about a critically missing adult, and a procedure for termination of the Casey Alert. Section 5, unless there's something duplicated, when a law enforcement agency receives notice of a critically missing adult, the agency shall take the following actions. 1, they're going to enter the missing individual into the National Crime Information Center. They're going to put it in the database immediately upon obtaining necessary information. They're going to conduct an investigation into the disappearance of the critically missing adult. They're going to collect identifying information and any other information about the critically missing adult that's useful to the general public for safe recovery. The alert shall be activated if a law enforcement agency receives notice of a critically missing adult, takes action required in subsection A of this section, and determines that there is sufficient information to the issue of the Casey Alert. The new law shall be codified in the state Oklahoma statutes of 1990.13, Title 63. It shall include in this Casey Alert all appropriate information provided by law enforcement agency that may lead to the safe recovery of the critically missing adult. The statewide instructing any person with information related to a missing Native American or indigenous person to contact law enforcement and tribal authorities. And number 7, section 7, any law enforcement agency that issues a Casey Alert shall terminate the alert when the notification period ends as determined by the Department of Public Safety. So any law agency that locates a person who is the subject of a Casey Alert shall immediately notify the Department of Safety, and this act shall become effective November 1st of this year. That was the state bill, House bill, that was introduced onto the floor not too long ago about creating a safety alert for those who are missing and murdered of indigenous women here in the state of Oklahoma. It's a start. And again, as we read yesterday, some numbers about that, Oklahoma ranks pretty high, number 10 in the nation for missing and murdered indigenous women and people. It's a high, rampant thing that's going on here throughout the tribes. We are located where TP Studio One. It's in the middle of the KCA reservation. There's cities and other things that are here, but within these lands are tribal jurisdiction lands, which again, when we get more onto this subject and bring in other guests, we're going to let them talk and explain how the jurisdictions and tribal law and federal law and state and local law, those things are all a little bit complicated when it comes to who has rights and everything on tribal lands. Again, jurisdiction levels, just like any other country, just like any other nation, and anything that the United States is limited to what they can do because, again, they have to coordinate with the tribes on their land. They cannot just go onto the land. I know a lot of folks believe that they can do whatever they want here in the United States and think they can just go and take, but that's not the case. For instance, the tribe that I come from, the Kiowa people, we fought with the United States until 1865. We signed a Medicine Lodge Treaty in 1867, which ceased all wars with the United States. So we've been in neutral alliance with the United States since 1867. Those are the treaty rights and Medicine Lodge Treaty. There are also other different treaties that the Kiowa people were asked to be involved on, but the Medicine Lodge Treaty, that's the main one that we signed with different chiefs who made it possible for us to have this land that we live on. The areas that we have, though it's not big, it's about the size of the state of New York is how long the KCA reservation is. And we're appreciative to the land that we have, that we've been able to save. And again, these are some things that some folks don't know, that, again, any crimes or anything that happens on these lands, it's usually a federal case, state and local jurisdiction, depending on how the law, and different tribes, they have law enforcement, but again, how they work and how they do their MOUs, memorandums of understandings, and how they do these different things are part of coordinating efforts to make things a little bit smoother and easier, especially when such things as crime and violence and whatever happens, MMIW, these things are actually complicated because, like I say, not every tribe, I'm not sure, I wouldn't be able to, nor will I want to tell you that I know everything about every tribe. I know there's some people who will get on here, they will get on and they will speak and they'll say something. But again, I don't know everything about 538 tribes. If somebody does know everything about 538 tribes, then they need to be doing a little bit better in helping get this word out and spreading these messages to people, because there's so many tribes here in the United States, and then you go to Canada, and then you go to New Mexico, across the border to South America, and you have these indigenous peoples throughout, and there's indigenous peoples who have been fighting for a long time just to protect the things. And right now, with besides land, water, air, the big resources that every tribe loves to protect, we're trying to protect our people. The exploitation of our women, the exploitation of our children, the exploitation of our culture, the exploitation of who we are as American Indian people. And you know, as American Indian people, we're still here. We're not going anywhere. We're going to stay here, and we're going to continue to keep resisting the things that do not benefit who we are as people. And I don't understand why some believe that all Native American people, we should get over the things that happened. I hear that argument, but again, I don't think you understand what the Kiowa people went through. I don't even think some of y'all know what the Comanches or the Apaches went through. I know a lot of y'all know what the Cherokees went through because you study it in school, but you sure don't know what the Navajos went through in their long walk. You sure don't know what the Hopis went through against the Spanish uh, Catholic folks, the resistance they made. Uh, I'm pretty sure you don't know what's going on with the Swinomish people there, the Tulalip people, the Micmac people, the Cree people, the Sioux, Anishinaabe, the Pawnees, the Poncas. I could go on and on and on. There's over 538 tribes here alone recognized in the United. That's just the recognized. There's still some tribes who are not recognized, who are still fighting for their recognition here, so they can continue to protect the lands that they want to protect, that their ancestors left. That's the reality that a lot of our tribes are facing. That's the reality that people don't understand. The tribes are fighting for their own sovereignty and their own rights to conduct the business in a country that they have been in most all of our lives. All of our lives. I'm a Kiowa. I'm full-blooded Kiowa. I mean, there's different ones who might tell you there's no such thing, but again, that's how they're taught to think. That's their colonial education. That's the one, and that's why we had Dr. Peelworthy. We're talking about this education, unsettling settler colonial ideology, and understanding who we are as Native American people. For me, I encourage different ones to go back, learn your traditional language, speak that language. It's part of who you are. It's part of your growth. Do your culture, learn those things of what your people do and be proud of it. I know different ones might disagree and say that's not part of it, but I don't know these folks who are studying other nations and why these nations, it's their language that makes them and separates them. It keeps their cultures together. For me, as a business person, I have a master's degree in business, a bachelor's degree in business. So business administration and how they work, how economies work, why they thrive, has to do with people's culture and the environments that they create so they can succeed. And usually it's from who they are. It's a part of the mentality of what they put into their business, who they are, their personalities. Their personalities become part of that business. So a lot of y'all go to big box stores like Walmart or electronic stores like, I'm going to say, an old Circuit City. They're out of business, or Best Buy or whatever. You even buying from Amazon. These big old stores, these big warehouses, these are modeled after people's way of what they wanted to do. It's kind of like this network. We're modeling after Native American people, who we are as people. We want to tell the story the way we should tell it, not the way the news should tell it, not an outside source, because the 538 tribes of different things, the Comanche people, just alone in this area that I'm in, I can see the impact that they have on the economy here. They create jobs not only for their people, but they create jobs for the citizens here in the city of Lawton by the things that they provide. Sure, they have tribal preferences for who they hire. That's their right as a tribe. They can prefer that they want to put their tribal members to work. I don't know if you understand this, but a lot of tribes, unemployment is pretty high. And because data is not there and readily available, you can't just walk up to the tribes and ask them how much unemployment, what's the unemployment rate. I'm pretty sure if you had a chance to do the numbers as a business, sorry, I kicked my mic right in my face. As a business person, the numbers are going to tell me more than what you're saying, because I can look at your numbers and tell you if you're growing or not growing. I mean, if from one year to the next that I see a drop off, then there's something wrong that you're doing that needs to be adjusted in the business and how you're doing it. And that's the same thing with economic development. Our folks and the lands that we have, the water, the resources, all those things are a part of growing economies. Economies use these things so they can put people to work, provide services, provide hospitals, provide roads, provide police forces, provide nurses, provide communication facilities, provide social service programs, providing educational programs, providing drug and alcohol programs, providing suicide. These are the things that the tribes are trying to provide, and they do very well. They do very well. But the problem is how they're getting this information and the resources. And sometimes it roadblocks happen. Political disagreements happen within tribes. Family disagreements, people who don't like their certain factions, or because again, some of the research that I've done, factionism within tribes is a big deal. And I'll go to debate with anybody, elected leaders right now, and prove to them that the factions and the people who voted them are a faction. They're factions of people who just wanted those people so they can be an individualistic leadership group. Do you know what individualistic means? Individualistic is what societies, if you read Hofstede's model on how societies are, they study them so much that if you're a society that's individualistic, then you're just going to go with the faction groups that you elect, and you're not going to listen to anybody else. That's what an individualistic societies do. And for me, studying what some tribes are doing, looking how they're doing, especially the tribe I come from, we're very individualistic. They do not like anybody who disagrees with them. If you don't like what I'm saying, then prove me wrong. Show me that you agree or are able to come to agree to disagree on things that you don't, because if you don't get your way, you go on social media and you start bringing people down who actually work harder than some of our people do, because they can't have it their way. They have to have it their way. And that's the problem with a lot of things going on with Native American tribes that I see, especially my tribe, the people I come from. It's only if you have the knowledge that they think, and the reality that I'm watching a lot of folks in my tribe, and it just bothers me, because my father's full-blooded Kiowa Indian, my mother's full-blooded Kiowa Indian, but we got people around who saying there's no such thing. Again, I'm going to go back. That's your colonial thinking. You've been taught that by your colonial education system. You've been taught to be divided amongst your own people. But the things that we are taught by our Kiowa people, if you're a real Kiowa, the blood quantum and all that stuff makes no difference to us. A true Kiowa knows what it means to be Kiowa, just like anybody within their tribe. They know what it means to be Pawnee, Ponca, and all. I don't know what any of those things mean for another tribe. I don't speak for any other tribes. The only tribe I can speak on and about and for are the Kiowa people. I cannot go and tell you about other tribes and say this is the way they feel, this is the way they think. There's other people who are going out there on their TikTok worlds and everything like that. They're doing just that. They're telling things about other tribes and say this is what they're going through. When in reality, I've never seen any of these folks within our tribal lands doing the things that I see some of our people who are doing on their own without the aid of their tribal help. Because again, whoever's elected, if they don't agree with them, they do not want to support them. That's the facts. If you don't agree with that, you know, you can always come and give us a call, or you can go and email us, nativebroadcastnetwork@gmail.com. We'd love to hear that. But like I say, that's just some of the things. That's the state of Oklahoma, the House bill. Sorry about the rant I went on. I wanted to get you some peyote songs going. Why? Because it's just fun. We're going to start here with some
check out the latest
commercials first, and then we'll get it past the commercials. Once we get past commercials, we're going to play this Yankton Sioux peyote song. It's going to be about a long time to play, but that's okay. Sorry about that. I got to go fill me up with some water anyways. So you enjoy this. We're going to try to get some things done and interact. We hope you're enjoying. This is the first hour. This is the first few different things that we got going on the Native Broadcast Network. And there you go. I can see me now. So when I'm on the air, we're just kind of just talking about different things. We're talking about different topics. We're going to kind of get some more information about this MMIW, but we're going to bring about some different topics in Native America. It's not only about just whatever I'm ranting and raving. That's what you're hearing is the rant and rave of the Native guy this morning. But after this, we're not going to rant and rave. We're going to try to figure out what's going on and go find some good powwows. But you know, you enjoy this. We'll see you in a few minutes. And this is a play of some Yankton Sioux peyote songs. Enjoy them. We'll see you after a bit. And after that, you'll enjoy. This is about 20 minutes of music, so enjoy. We'll see you later. We'll see you in a bit.
I was down to talk to my doctor about Rybelsus.
Ask your healthcare provider about Rybelsus today.
up on the first page of Google might not be the best for everyone. But for business owners, it is. Like Adrian from What.
Weecha, that happens once in a while. We're playing commercials and we forget we left off the air. Hey, we thank you for joining us on Live with the Native Guy. We're going to get back on the camera so you can see me. Hey, we hope you enjoyed that. That was some music by the Yankton Sioux, as peyote songs. And we're just enjoying our time on the morning drive with the Native Guy. We got some stuff here playing for me. But I was just checking some stuff out, just learning some new things on the Native Broadcast Radio Network. You know, we appreciate you, those of you who listen in and join us each and every day. We're building something, we're creating something, we're trying to do something new. We're trying to give you the insight and the looks of what it's like in Native American communities. Not all of us live on a reservation. Not all of us live on tribal land. Some of us, like me, my father left this area where I live when I was a child. He went to Haskell Indian Nations University and worked there for 30-plus years at Haskell Indian Nations University in the Curtis Hall Cafeteria Dining Hall. So he was somebody who provided service in helping give food and cook and do everything for the 1,000 or so plus students every year who would go to Haskell for 30 years. And in those years there, he met a lot of different folks from different parts of the world, different tribal communities from Alaska to the Sioux tribe to relatives from our own Kiowa tribe. He worked with ones who not only moved from Oklahoma, but they started working up there, and they work up there to this day. And it's kind of a movement that different ones from the Kiowa tribe, you know, they all like to have we Kiowas, we compete with each other in ways that are just so destructive. You know, if one Kiowa does something, another Kiowa's got to make sure they're there to watch them to make sure they're doing it right. So Kiowas are like that, and we keep an eye on each other, and sometimes we disturb our own peace. And if we don't like the peace that we make with each other, we try to bring each other down. And you should see our politics, boy, howdy, we really hate each other. We act like we like each other. We will say things to each other's face, but in reality, we'll just stab each other in the back. That's good Kiowa ways right there. If you don't believe me, you should come and check us out sometime and see what we do. Behind me is basically, it's really not mine. That's the Yankton Sioux. For me, that's the Yankton Sioux peyote thing we were just listening to. That's the screen you see. I'm going to fix it. There you go. See, I did some fixing there. I'm going to do some more fixing. There you go. Anyways, we're live with the Native Broadcast Network on the morning drive. It's a little bit past the 8 o'clock hour. We're going into the next hour. If you're on the West Coast, you're just waking up. Thank you for joining us. If you're across the ocean, it's in the evening. Hopefully your evening is great. We've been having listeners joining in, starting to listen in from different parts of the world. We appreciate that. That means you get to see the things of the Native American people. Like I say, I am full-blooded Kiowa Indian. What do you know about Kiowa Indians? Well, I do know we're a small tribe. We're not a big tribe. From our history, it's always showed that we're a small tribe. We are located in Carnegie, Oklahoma. That's where our headquarters are. We're, like I said, Carnegie is a small town, maybe about 3,000 people. I'm guessing. I'm snowballing. But we're spread out throughout the nation. Most of the people within the KCA reservation lands, besides the Comanches and the Apaches, Caddos, Delawares, Wichitas, and different tribes that we all are variously around in these areas, there's probably maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people within the KCA. Again, I'm just guessing. It's not a true correct number. And then the rest of our tribal members are spread out throughout the United States and wherever military and serving just different places throughout the world and working. Kiowas are business people. Kiowas are business owners. I know a lot of Kiowas who have their own businesses, work well with their hands, construction. There's different ones who have
become educators. They're becoming leaders of their tribes. They become entrepreneurs. There's just different things that our Kiowa people do, like everybody else. We've adapted to the world. Our chiefs made good decisions back during the Medicine Lodge treaties, even though things didn't really go well for us and our economy was shattered by the world that we live in today. We've adapted. We're still repairing. We're still rebuilding. That sounds like the story of most Native American tribes today. They're repairing. They're rebuilding. They're trying to come back together. They're trying to do the things that they need to do. So our tribes today can actually be relevant and do the things that we need to do. There you see what's going on in the background. We're going to get that off of there. We're going to do that for you. But anyways, those are the things that different tribes, we go through stuff. We go through things. We're not all similar. The lands that we have, the things that we do within our tribes are based on what we as people, our tribes, have to deal with. Again, I don't know what other tribes go through. And for them and anybody else to foolishly go and say, well, this is what that's not good to do, because you're basically comparing a situation that, again, I don't know what some of your tribes went through. What I studied in American history, what I studied in the school systems here, that's what the government's told us about your tribes. But again, I know a lot of tribes who have continually very strong in their cultures. I know some tribes that you can go and just name right off the bat, top of your tongue. Most of their children, they still speak their languages. They still practice their traditions. They still reject some of the things of the colonial systems that we live in, and they try to live the lives that their ancestors have. And there's some tribes like the Kiowas. I mean, I don't speak for the Kiowa tribe. There's leadership who tries to do that for us. We got lawmakers who try to do things for us. But our ancestors and the people we come from, we were given choices. And sometimes those choices we make, we don't all agree with them. And there's some people in our tribe that if you don't agree with them, they make sure they try to bring you down. But isn't that any tribe today? If somebody doesn't agree with you, you try to tear them down. That's what we see. That's how we see it in most of the things that are going on within these tribes, especially the Kiowa tribe. We've got leaders who basically came in and instead of doing things legally, they lied to people. They did things that they know was against the Constitution. They used things, but again, some of it, I was an executive of that, and I have a master's degree, and if you can believe this, the people within my tribe don't like people with degrees. They run us off, and then they want to ask why we're not helping them out. That's kind of moronic to me. So some of us will just go out and we'll go and continue to try to succeed on our own and show these folks within our tribes that it's not about what you think. It's about what we know how to do to make other people successful. Because leadership, I'm not trying to make myself anybody. I'm trying to help others grow. That's what I got a degree in business. Business is to help people to come to an understanding of using their skills and bettering the things and the services and the goods that we provide. That's what business is about. We're here to help solve solutions, not create problems. Politics create problems. I mean, again, there's elected officials that I don't agree with, but I know them as human beings. They're good people. I'd go fight for them head to toe as a human being, but their politics, no. I'm going to disagree with them. I'm going to resort to trying to, talk smack, however you say it in politics. I'm going to talk smack about it. I'm going to go fight because I'm passionate about the things that I believe in. Some people don't know I'm religious. I'm spiritual. They don't like the fact that some of the things that I do, they don't agree with, they don't know them. But again, I don't know what level some of our folks are or where they are, and I'm not there to compare. But that's the thing that you see in Native American country. There's a lot of jealousy within the people. It's in the heart of our people. If you don't believe it, they'll show it to you. They'll show it to you by the things and the actions they do. I don't have any jealousy. There's people who've told me, I don't know how to do any of the things that I'm doing. I mean, again, I went to school and got a master's degree. Nobody helped me. Nobody gave me any opportunity or encouragement. Nobody said I was going to succeed. Most of the people who knew that I got a degree went and told me that the school I went to is not even a good school. I mean, again, these are the things that some of us who deal with these things. I went to school with people from different parts of the country, different parts of the world, all striving for the same thing. We were in the same quantitative analysis class, same marketing across cultures class, same business. We were in all these classes. Some people from Canada, some from Spain, some from the former Soviet Union. They were in our classes. We were all working together as international teams in our businesses that we had in our classes that we had to run. And some of us did really well making those businesses succeed, growing their numbers, making projections based on how we understood how do we put our degrees to work. And those are the things that some people don't understand. When we get ourselves educated, it's not because we're trying to be better. We're trying to get better for others so we can help them stop struggling. That's the key. We don't want people to struggle. I hate seeing people struggle. We're struggling here on this program, and it's you, the listener, those who are hearing this, who support us, who are able to come and donate or monetarily help us there on the anchor.fm to get us going so we can always bring in more. You don't always have to see me. We've got others like the Native Smoke here. He DJs from Yakima, Washington. He gets on and he helps out. Then we've got Bongs and Smokes a Lot. They come on here and they talk and visit with us. We haven't had them on in a while, but these are the things that we want to do. We all want to grow as American Indian people. We want to help each other. We want to talk our story. We want to share things that, some of us they're Native American church people, good, humble people who continue their practices. Some are church people, good, humble people, but they hate the people of the Native American church. They hate the culture. They hate their own songs. They hate their own tribe. Those are the things, the conflicts within tribes that people don't understand. The religions and the American Indian, our cultures, were not allowed to practice because the colonial ideology says you can't do this. That's why some of us, we don't prefer Christianity. We don't prefer to go to these churches because of what we're seeing by some of these folks, how they treat people. I mean, some of these folks don't even understand. Some of us, the background and the religions that we do believe in and the spirituality we believe in, it does not mix with your Christianity at all. I mean, it goes against putting a man as our savior. We know God is our savior. And again, I'm not going to go off on that. I'm going to make people mad. I can do that later if you want to argue, and I'll bring religious people on. I'm always happy to talk to religious people. I mean, I've gone and educated them so many times on their own scriptures. They don't even want to. I mean, when you share scriptures with these folks, they get mad at you. From their own Bible. That doesn't make no sense. And then if you don't agree with their scripture, but yet you show the same scripture, they get mad at you and tell you don't know what you're talking about. Those are the things that we deal with in American Indian country. Rivalry from our own people. Things like those type of issues that are the forefront. There are ones who want to do things to benefit others, and there are ones who just want to live off the name of the ancestors of the past and act like they deserve respect when they have done nothing today to show that they have any respect at all except what somebody did in the past. And we got a lot of folks who are doing that today. They're trying to live and act like they have done something, but they are doing nothing to benefit but try to bring people down, and that's where we've got to do better as people, as tribal people, with our own members, with our own family, with those we don't know. We have to do better. And this is your rant and rave for the Native Broadcast Network this morning. We're going to get you back on. Like I said, I like to rant and rave. This doesn't mean these are my opinions as a Native Broadcast. We're just going to talk because when we get more guests on, hopefully we've been talking to different ones. If you want to be a guest, you want to be on the show, ask us. We're always happy to have you on. Always talk about your positions. Always talk about, because again, as a Native American, First Nations people were either told you have to do it this way, or there's ones in leadership who says you don't know how to do this. There's always somebody always trying to be the negative Nancy within your area, trying to tell you can't do something. And the only reason why they're telling you that is because they don't know how to do it themselves, and they think somebody else has to show you.
Well, some of us know how to do a lot of things, and we're just going to start showing you what we know how to do, and we're going to show you how we build and how we grow. That's what we want to do, is we want to draw you in, the listener, and understand we want to help you grow. We want to help your business to grow. We want to help you market. We want to help you advertise. We want to help you do the things you need to do to make yourself what you want in this world. This world wants you to be rich, but for me, I want you to just be successful. I want you to succeed, because if you succeed, the riches come with that success. But that's not about what it is. I mean, I'd like to make some money doing this, but again, it for me, it's just getting people involved, understanding what we're doing, why we're doing, how come we're doing it. Those are the key things. You know, what is this network about? What is the main reason why we go live? What is the reason why we play the music we do? What is the reason why we have the topics? How come we want to do this? What's our mission? What's our vision? You know, there's a lot of folks who ask all these questions. And as they ask these questions, you know, the answers are pretty simple for me, but some folks don't understand that if I give you the answer, then I know what you're going to do with that. You're going to try to take what I know and give it to somebody else and act like we don't know what we're doing. That's the problem. Because, again, some of us are more than willing to help you, but once we help you, you just don't want to give in return, you know? And that's, to me, that's the bothersome thing about some folks who don't understand what we do. We put our hearts into what we want to do for other people, but in the end, they don't reciprocate. And when they don't reciprocate, it gets frustrating, because why do we work so hard for some who just don't want us to see us do for them to succeed? And so they take our success away. Anyways, I'm just kind of ranting and raving for a little bit just because I can. I want to get back to some more music. We're going to play some more peyote songs. This is one that I thought, this one's a good one here. This one's a great one. We're going to play this one for you here in a second. As soon as it gets on, we're going to get it played. This is Brian Stoner McClellan. This is Sack and Fox peyote songs and stuff like that. As soon as we get all of this stuff loaded, we're going to play this one for you. Enjoy this. There it is. You can see it. It should be playing. Enjoy. We'll see you in a bit.
Give
Oh, what a powerful song that was. That was McClellan and Stoner. That was a Sack and Fox song, Peyote song, harmonized there. We hope you're enjoying our sounds with the Live with the Native Guy. Boy, howdy, you got to watch me. If I don't have my coffee, I start going on some rants. But again, I'm just trying to get you to listen in, to visit in. We've got different things we want to play for you. Matter of fact, we want to play this one. His name was Hicks. Miguel Pearson. And he has some good music that he's been putting out. He's worth MTS Management. That's who it is. You know what? We're going to play this one again because I thought it was a good one by Ed Roman. It's one that I think you might enjoy. We need to hear one like this sometime. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear this by Ed Roman. He's a great musician from Canada. Here you go. Oh, what a great song by Ed Roman. You can hear him through MTS Management. If you want to have any interviews, I would go through him. MTS Management, that's a great management company. They always send us good music. Matter of fact, that's where we got a hold of DJ Nick, that's where we kind of have his music and everything, and we're glad that we can have DJ Nick's music and his country show, Whiskey and Cigarettes. If you haven't seen that, you need to check it out. We might stream that again. Sorry about that. We might stream that again for you, the Whiskey and Cigarette 2-hour stream. Actually, it's a couple hour streams that they have. We want to get you a little bit more different music. We're going to play you some Facebook drama by Northern Cree, because maybe you're on Facebook and you got some things that are going on. This is made about 10 years ago. It's got a little bit over 1.7 million views here on the YouTube channel. And as we get ready to get that loaded, we want to play this for you because, again, you never know what's going on. There's always some kind of Facebook drama. I've got different ones who I follow on my play and my Facebook and everything like that. Matter of fact, you can find us at Native Broadcast Network Radio. That's a Native Guy Talking on the Facebook. You can also follow us on TikTok. We're pretty cool there on TikTok. We do all kind of things there. As a matter of fact, I have some stuff on TikTok that I do. I try to bring people on once in a while. Not really. And, you can hear some of my stuff that I'm playing. But we want to go live for you today on TikTok. As a matter of fact, I am going to go live with you here. I'm in the Red Teepee studio of TikTok here. You can see the green screen behind me, but if you check it out, you can actually hear us live or watch us on YouTube. We can be found there on the Native Broadcast Network. Hey, share us some stars. Hit some likes with us. As a matter of fact, we're going to play you some cool Facebook drama that's here on the Live with the Native Broadcast Network. You can find us at the Native Broadcast Network radio.net. They're streaming on the live player. Hit the live player, you can hear us, but you can also find us streaming right now at YouTube Live. You can see me like you're seeing me on TikTok. You can find us on the radio station. And I ain't TikTok. It's good to see you guys. Hopefully you're joining us. And boy, howdy, we're going to play some Facebook drama. Maybe you guys might be able to hear it on the TikTok streamer. I don't know. But here we go. This is called Northern Cree. This is Facebook drama, because that's what we have, is drama all the time. Enjoy this one, and we'll see you in a bit on the Native Broadcast Radio Network. You're listening live to the Native Guy on the Morning Drive. Ringside.
Holding you tight.
Sweet child. Sweet child. That's the Facebook drama by Northern Cree. We are streaming on TikTok as well. I don't think they can hear what we're playing. I don't even know if they can hear me talking, but we are live with the Native Guy here on the Native Broadcast Network, radio.net. You can stream us live right now. You can hear me talking. You can see me on TikTok. You can actually see me live on Facebook or on YouTube right now on our Native Broadcast Radio Network channel. You can go and watch this live if you want. Our channel is there. Always hit subscribe. You can always also go and visit us on our Facebook page, Native Broadcast, Native Guy Talking. That's what we're called there. And again, there's some things that I'm trying to figure out if you can hear. Thank you for joining us on the TikTok. We've got different ones who are joining and talking, and we appreciate you. Send us some likes, send us some stars on Facebook, send us some stuff on YouTube, send us a comment. We have Jack Gaming. Thank you for joining us again, Gaming. You're always here with us on our YouTube streams. We appreciate you. We hope you're enjoying what you're hearing, what you're playing. Sometimes I go on rants. You missed a little rant that I went on earlier today. I was just having a rant just to have a rant. And I was talking about Native American topics, and you know me, I don't know if you know me, if you follow me, I kind of talk all kind of things just because I want to. I'm not very knowledgeable about all kind of things, but I at least try to have some understanding of what's going on in the world, and shoot, I don't even have that either. Anyways, I'm going to get myself back on camera. If you're joining us on the Facebook or if you're joining us on the YouTube stream, we've got all kind of different things. We're going to try to find some more music. I like this group. They're always a good one. They used to come to the Haskell Indian Nations University. They're one of the biggest drum groups that I know. Well, I don't know them, but I know they're a big drum group and they're well known. As a matter of fact, we've got some commercials that are playing, and I'm trying to figure out how to get those out. We're not supposed to play those. Again, we're live streaming with this. This is on our Native Broadcast Radio Network. This is the Native Broadcast
Express,
Network
coming at you from
Radio.
St.
We're going to play
Paul,
some Midnight Express
Minneapolis,
for you.
Minnesota.
If you're watching on the YouTube, you can hear it. If you're on the radio browser, we're going to shift that around. As you can see, we're broadcasting live, and you can hear this. We're going to shut up for a minute, and we're going to let this play. Hopefully, I don't know if you can hear it through the streamer, but I do know we are trying to go live, and we are live on air. See you in a bit.
Thank you, Midnight Express. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful.
Ooh-wee, that was Midnight Express. Boy, howdy, that's a great song that we just enjoyed right there. As you can see, we got the Facebook Live, we got the YouTube Live going. Sorry about that. That's me, the Native Guy. I'm your host. Boy, howdy, it's been a great day. You know, we had a winter storm here in Oklahoma, a big whomping, I think, 1.5 inches of snow, a whole 1.5 inches of snow in Oklahoma. And basically the state had to shut down. They could not figure out how to go to school on 1.5 inches of snow. If you can believe that, they shut down all the city, everything. And I don't know about you, but it's been about 70 degrees this summer here in Oklahoma. It's not been a really, really cold summer. So when the concrete is wet or warmed up like that, the snow is not going to stay. It might stay on the grass because it's cool enough. The earth got cooling up, but there's not enough sense to stay home from 1.5 inches snow. I don't know about you, but I grew up in Kansas, and not to brag about Kansas, but if we could make it out of our door, you're going to school. If you can open your door, you're going to school. It doesn't matter how much snow is on the ground. I mean, I used to deliver newspapers and this stuff. Newspaper delivery people, they might know, especially back in the day, you know, before you had cars and driving, delivering a newspaper at night, you know, you had to get up, you had to deliver those papers. So you had to learn how to keep moving and doing those things. You know, I want to share some comedy with you too. I like some of these different comedians that we have, but actually I want to bring this one here. But it's one that you might enjoy. That's it's a good one. It's you see this guy, he's on what you call Reservation Dogs, and we're going to play this one. It's called Singing Lessons. It's by 1491s. I think it's one you might enjoy. Matter of fact, I'm going to enjoy this one. It's probably one of my favorite. It's got Tito Ibarra, and then I think that's how you say his name, and then it's got the guy, he's the spirit guy. What's his Dallas Goldtooth is his name. 1490s ones is the skit it's from. This is a Singing Lessons. Enjoy this one.
Nephew, yeah, your dad sent you over here to me. Teach you about these songs, about these ways. Now, I've been listening to you. There's something about you I don't like. I mean, your songs, how you sing. So I want to hear you again. You know that AIM song?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you know it?
Yeah, I know it.
Well, sing it. I want to hear you and see how you sing. You're singing it wrong. I don't know why you sing it that way. You sing it like this. Now you do it like that. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're not getting it. Look at me. You're not getting it, nephew. You gotta sing it like this. With passion. Like that. Can you do it like that? Like you're crying for the people. You do it.
Oh, that one was a good one. I don't know about you, but that's there on the YouTube station. You can check that out. That was 1491s. That was Dallas Goldtooth. He is the spirit on Reservation Dogs. Now, if you haven't seen Reservation Dogs, we might even get some of that queued up here for you to take a look at that. We'll see if we can find some stuff on that, and we'll talk about Reservation Dogs a little bit. I don't even know if I'm allowed to get in here, but we're going to try to get in here. Let's see. What is this? I don't know what that is. But as we get into Hulu, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not trying to do any of that. We're trying to log in here. And then as soon as we get in, we're going to pull up some of this Reservation Dogs. We're going to see if you can take a look at what they've been doing here. Boy, howdy, I think they have another season coming in. If you notice, that's my favorite word, boy, howdy. I like to use that word. I don't know why. It's just a fun word. But we're going to show you a little bit of Reservation Dog. We're not going to play it, but we're going to show you some of it, and we're going to get it on the screen for you. We're going to get you a little bit of what was going on, but I don't know. Here we go. Maybe you'll see this. Maybe you don't. Let's see if that's me. Oh, it's going to let me. How about that? Here you go. Here's some of this.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah.
We're going to mute that because you can hear that. But again, this is going to be some of the stuff that if you haven't seen Reservation Dogs, it's probably one of the coolest shows. I know we talked about it the other day on one of our podcasts, and we kind of agreed and disagreed about what we like, what we didn't like, what we can understand. But I mean, I do get it. I'm a city Indian. I was raised in the city, and education was a background of the people who I was around, all of them. So we're going to show you this. This is Reservation Dogs. This is streaming on Hulu.com. This is actually first episode. We'll do some commentary on it. There we go. Boy.
Hey everyone out there in Indian Territory, Oklahoma. You're listening to K49 Territory Jams. I'm your humble host, Jabon Bruner. Don't forget this weekend to listen for that Southern Drum Saturday. I will slow it down on Sunday with some of that old-timey gospel. Right now I'm taking you back to my snagging days with a little band called the Stooges with I Wanna Be Your Dog. Sound like a shapeshifter song to me. Anyway, take it away, Iggy. My dog.
Okay, let's go. Put your seatbelt on.
Seatbelt?
People safety.
We're stealing a fucking chip
I do not give a shit, man. Put your seatbelt on. We're not going.
Jesus Christ. Okay, weirdo.
Willie Jack, let's go. What do you mean it's not cool? Like, what if we crashed right now and you smash through the windshield?
So what you're seeing on the screen is Reservation Dogs, the opening scene of Reservation Dogs. And I'm only stopping that because, again, I don't know how far or what until I pay for some licenses. You guys, we can't play all of this. But as we get this going and try to get you a little bit more, this is Reservation. It's a great streaming on Hulu.com. That's where they're streaming. Matter of fact, I think they are renewed for season 3. If you've not watched this, it's created by Sterling Harjo, and I can't think of the other. Let me get that information for you. Reservation Dogs. And then if you're listening, come to our native broadcast network, radio.net. You can hear us streaming live. Again, you might not be able to see. You can see us on YouTube streaming what we have. But again, we have Reservation Dogs. That's on Hulu.com. And we want to find the creator of Reservation Dogs. And those who said, so it was created by Sterling Harjo and Taika Waititi for FX Productions. It's basically a first series to feature all indigenous writers and directors, along with an almost entirely indigenous North American cast and production team. So the first series that we're seeing, it was filmed here entirely in Oklahoma. Matter of fact, when we went to Tulsa this last summer for powwow duties, I was head gourd dancer there, and we got to see that sign of Reservation Dog. It was pretty neat that we drove all the way and we seen that sign for the FX Reservation Dogs. It's there in Tulsa. But during the first season, like I say, it was filmed here in Oklahoma. It's premiered there on Hulu on August 9th of 2021, an International Day of the World's Indigenous People. And here it was renewed for a second season in 2021 and renewed for a third season in 2022. So it's a widespread, critically acclaimed, and numerous accolades. It got a Peabody Award. It got 2 Independent Spirit Awards. It got a nomination for the Critics' Choice Televisions and Golden Globe Awards. It was named one of the best series of 2021 and 2022 by many of the critics who watched it. And I agree. You know, there's sometimes, like I mentioned on some of the podcasts we did with some of our guest hosts, that we couldn't, there's some things we understood, some things we couldn't understand. But again, as they explained, it's just the ability to talk about these things that we're watching and come to a commonality of why these things make sense and why they do it. So one of the things about this Reservation Dogs being an all indigenous teen comedy drama, it was awarded the American Film Institute, named one of the 10 best television programs of 2021 and 22. That's pretty awesome. One of the 10 best television programs. If you haven't seen it, you need to go to hulu.com. You need to stream Reservation Dogs. It's got 3 seasons or 2 seasons. They're pretty good. You got Wes Studi in there. You got old, what's his name? The actor from, I know him from Powwow Highway, but he's also on Smoke Signals. And boy, he's the uncle, the crazy uncle. But they have different ones. Gary Farmer, that's his name. He's Uncle Brownie. So the actors and the main characters, you have Devory Jacob. She plays Alora Dannon Post Oak. She was named for the Willow character. She's one of the most responsible and driven member of the gang. She lost her mother when she was a toddler. Then you have Defera Woon Atai. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Bear. He plays Bear Smallhill. He's himself sees him as the leader of the gang, despite being the only one of the group to think so. He grew up with his only mother parenting him and stayed very close to her. He longs for a relationship with his estranged deadbeat dad, who we actually have had as a guest on the show. Stinjati is a great one. Bear experiences visions of a spirit guide. Then you have Lane Factor. He plays Cheese, or Chester Cheese Williams. He's a laid-back character. Again, I like his character. He's a good one. He kind of reminds me of me. He lives with his cousin, Uncle Charlie. Cheese tends to connect with various adult characters. And then you have Paulina Alexis. She plays Willie Jack. She's a tomboy. She's close to her parents. And Daniel was Willie Jack's cousin. She's strongly affected by his death. So we have other ones who play on the role. We have Zach McLaren, who's as Officer Biggs. We have Dallas Goldtooth. You know him as the Spirit Knife, William Knife Man. Gary Farmer, as we mentioned, was Uncle Brownie. Then you have Elva Guerrera. She's Jackie. She's the leader of the Indian Mafia. Then you have Funny Bone, Little Mike and Funny Bone. They are Miko and Mose. They are a half of local duo along with their brother. They ride their community through bikes, and they keep track of the local gossip. Then you have just different ones. You have Bobby Lee, an actor as Dr. Kang there in the tribal clinic. You have different ones who are just been on this show. It's pretty neat. Like I say, you got to go out and stream this. It's on Hulu. As I say, I have it there. We'll play a little bit more. We'll get over a little bit farther in. Here you go. We'll try to play this one because it's always a good part. This is this part where you get a first meet. Here we got some commercials going on. So we'll mute through the commercials. We'll get that out of the way. Again, as you see some of this stuff, you'll get an idea as we're playing live on our Facebook and our YouTube stream that, you know, there's commercials and stuff that we, in spite of it all, and I don't get sponsorship yet. Unless I have sponsor, I can play these. Again, I can play short clips without getting in trouble at least. But here, you know, we want to play some of this where you get to actually meet William Knife Man for the first time in this. He's talking to Bear. I'm going to set this scene for you. They just got shot by a paintball between the Indian Mafia and the Reservation Dogs, as they're called, by Mose and Miko. Again, you got to go stream this show. This first episode kind of sets the stage of what's going to happen.
Making it easier for
as you continue to go through and watch season 1, season 2. As you watch these seasons and things like that, you get to learn what these guys are capable of doing, how they're doing. So we got a long ad. That's why I'm talking through this ad. I want you to know that I'm still here on camera. I'm still watching. As you see, I put my hand on my head a little bit. But, you know, we're going to get a little bit bigger so you can see me, what's going on. Hey, what's up, folks? Hey, there I am. You see me right there. But anyways, we're waiting for this commercial to end. That way we can show you this little scene that we kind of like to show you how we get introduced to the spirit. William Knife Man is pretty awesome. Here we go. Enjoy this part.
Aho! Young warrior. Looks as though you've tasted the white man's lead.
It's only paintballs.
I've had many brothers and sisters meet the same fate in my time.
Are you Crazy Horse or sitting?
No, I'm not one of those awesome guys. No, I'm more of your unknown warrior. Yeah, you know my name? William Knife Man. I was at the Battle of Little Bighorn. That's right. I didn't kill anybody, but I fought bravely. Well, I didn't actually fight. I actually didn't even get into the fight itself. I came over that hill, real rugged like. I saw Custer like that. That yellow hair, he was sitting there. Son of the morning star, that guy right there. Fuck, I really hated him. So I went after him, but then the damn horse hit a gopher hole, fucking rolled over and squashed me. I died there. This horse actually, little shit. And now I'm meant to travel the spirit world, find lost souls like you. The spirit world, it's cold. My nipples are always hard. I'm always hungry.
Got it.
Being a warrior, it's not always easy. You and your thuggy-ass friends, what are you doing for your people? It's easy to be bad. But it's hard to be a warrior with dignity. Remember that. In my time, we gave everything. We died for our people. We died for our land. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna fight for? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. But for real though, listen to what I said. Marinate on it. Oh. Let's go. Ha! Fuck.
Sober up. Woo! Dang! They came through.
That's a great scene there on the Native Broadcast Network. That's the Hulu streaming show, Reservation Dogs. They are on their 3rd season. They've had some great seasons, and man, if you have a chance, go to hulu.com, watch Reservation Dogs, one of my favorite shows. I really enjoy it. Just different things that they do, different perspectives. Again, as a city native growing up in the city my whole life, I mean, there's ones who say that you don't know what it's like on the res. I mean, I live about 30 miles from our tribal lands in our headquarters, and a lot of folks who live out in the country within our tribal jurisdictions and tribal homes, and I don't see them living any very much differently from what I do in the city. It's just they have to drive farther to the city. That's the only thing that I see different. They have televisions, they have internet, they have running water. See, all these things, again, some folks, they make it as if where they're living, but again, I'm not going to compare what's going on because I don't know the situations of why some live the way they do. It's just I'm just letting you know, again, there's things that, yes, have to be fixed within our tribal jurisdiction and our tribal lands. But as a city Indian, there's reasons why that some of us went to the cities and lived there. We kind of discussed it on some of our podcasts. It has nothing to do with why we wanted to be there. It just has a lot to do with, some of the things that happened back in the day with laws that were made and just basic things like that. As I'm trying to get my green screen going here, get it correct, get some of my colors out of there, get it right. But we are streaming live here on the Native Broadcast Network. We appreciate you joining in. As you can see me, we're just doing our own thing here. I have my own screen on. I don't even know if you can hear me. I might be muted because I do that once in a while. I forget that I have a mute button on my mic. I was doing that the other day, Boy, howdy, I thought I was saying something really nice and really cool, but instead I looked at my mic. It was muted the whole time. And then my buddy who was on the other line, we were having a conversation. He's like, I didn't hear a darn thing you said. Boy, I said, man, I said something really keen, but too bad I was muted, so you'll never get to hear what I said. Hey, anyways, we're going to continue moving along down the Powwow Trail. You know, we're going to get some more music going for you. We're going to get some more different episodes that we can really try to help you see what we do on Native American, our tribal things, what we do. But we also want to show you where you can find us streaming, or where you can find our podcast, where you can find everything that we do. It's just one of those things that if you have an opportunity, we want you to go here. We want you to give us an opportunity to learn a little bit about what we do at the Native Broadcast Network. There we go. And here you go. You can see that is our page on the anchor.fm dial. If you go there, you can always learn a little bit more about some of the episodes we've done. You can see some of our streams that we've done with basically we did one with Dr. Cornell Peeblesworthy. That was a great guest that we have. But we also want you to go over here and hit that support button. So if you see that support button, go over there and support the Native Broadcast Network. That your support helps us grow. We are a young, independent, growing Native Broadcast Network. And what we want to do is talk more about Native American culture, Native American news, the things that we do. Matter of fact, there is a Native American news network. Some of these, you know, the reason why I can't speak on them or talk about them, because as a business person, unless you, and that's the thing about some things. I'll read your newspaper, I'll read your stuff, I'll talk about your articles, but I can't mention your websites or anything like that unless you come partnership with me. But I can tell you that you could go to these websites and learn about these different things and that, because in business, if you want me to do that, you need to come and partner with us and let us be able to talk about you, so we can share about you. You can always do that, and then get involved with us at the Native Broadcast Network at gmail.com. Email us. We'd love to have you, because behind you, as you can see on this screen, you can put whatever you need. You can put your advertisement on here behind you on the screen. Like you see, behind me is this big old screen right here. So when you become a supporter, it helps you to do a little bit more. You know, you can 99 cents, $4, $5, $10, whatever you can, help support us, help us to grow, because again, that just helps us to build more, to be able to go travel a little bit farther, to take this on the road, to go live from your locations. We love to go and talk about the casino powwows. We'd love to go and talk about your casino. We'd love to talk about your business. We'd love to talk about your music career. We'd love to talk about all of those things. But again, as we're growing and we're still a young station, you know, your donations, your contribution helps us to grow. It helps us to be better. And if you're looking to get yourself going, hey, why don't you go to anchor.fm? You know, maybe you're trying to figure out how to start a podcast, where to start a podcast, how to get your things going, how do you make money? You know, the simple solution to all that is Anchor. As you see, Anchor FM, it's a one-stop drop for you to go and build your own podcast, and you can get out to all those listening today. And if you can get there, once you're on podcast, it's absolutely free. There's nothing that you have to do. All you got to do is go to anchor.fm/start, and you can get started podcasting today. That's how I'm doing it. We got into Anchor a long time ago, and now, if you know, we are streaming on 11 different platforms, from iTunes, Amazon Music, iHeartMusic. We are also on Google Cast. We are on Spotify. We're on Stitcher. There's 6 more that we're on, 11 different platforms on our RSS feed, all through Spotify, all through Anchor. And so if you want to get your podcast, you want to get your topic out there, go to Anchor, anchor.fm, and hit the start button, and you can start listening to Spotify. We can't wait for you to join us here on anchor.fm. Again, if you can, become a supporter of our program. Dance your style on the Powwow Trail. Maybe you want to know what that means? Well, dancing your style on the Powwow Trail is just that. We are all individuals. We all live our lives. But if you have your style of dance, come dance with us. Come join us. Be yourself. Enjoy yourself. That's what it means to dance your style. And on that Powwow Trail, when you know, a lot of people might not agree, but a powwow is a gathering, according to some of the words that they use in different tribes. For us, we don't have powwows. We have ceremonies, and our ceremonies are for our people. But we have other powwows that we have that are intertribal, that we dance with others, and that's what the powwow is. So we want you to come, dance with us, and join our gathering every day. That's what our mission and our vision is, to dance your style on the powwow trail. We're going to treat you like you want to be treated, an individual with respect, dignity. Your words matter, your opinions matter, your thoughts matter. And that's what the Native Broadcast Network is about, because we want you to understand it's not about us. It's about what we can do and provide enjoyment, entertainment, and just let you know what's going on here in the Native American communities. Other than that, we're going to get back to some music. It's not always about this. I just wanted to share that with you. We're going to go back to that great page there that we had on YouTube.com, and we're going to show you some more videos. Matter of fact, I don't know what you want on YouTube, but we're going to try to figure out if you play some more powwow music, maybe some peyote music. We might even play some contemporary music. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We do have certain licenses that does allow us to play different music, but again, listener support and those who listen, come in and join us. It helps us kind of get more music on our player, so you can listen and learn about those. So we're gonna play this one by Stinjati. Actually, I want to play this one. We played it the other day, and it was called Oklahoma something by Underdog. It was by Oklahoma City. It's Underdog featuring Stinjati. It's just been up. It's a new hit. It's new. It's just been brought out there. We're going to play this video for you. It's called Oklahoma Shit. You're going to enjoy this one. While we take a little break, we'll be right back. You enjoy. We'll see you back here in a few minutes on Live with the Native Guy. That's me. I am the Native Guy. Enjoy Underdog featuring Stinjati, Oklahoma remix.
I feel like a job when you're doing it. It just, you want to make sure you're taking care of your family and they got smiles on their faces.
It's the underdog. It's the underdog. I'm from that 0 and 5th, Oklahoma. 918 represent Oklahoma. 580, yes, lit, Oklahoma. 539, what it is, Oklahoma. I'm from that 0 and 5th, Oklahoma. 918 represent Oklahoma. 580, yes, lit, Oklahoma. 539, what it is, Oklahoma. My pops grew up in Garden Oaks, my mama from the sticks. They came together and they made this Oklahoma kid. She liked the way I talk. My Oklahoma trip product of my environment. Just look what Oklahoma did. We gave you Alfred Woodard, we gave you Brad Pitt, Uncle Charlie might just have to put a verse on this. Had the thunder for 4 years and they went to the ship. Take a sip and let me talk my Oklahoma shit. Underdog, I let you know the state of mind. Biggest casino in the world, I got a chance to win. And I'ma bet it all before I roll the dice. Cause holding back might cost me more, don't wanna hold it back at all. I gotta do it boomer sooner, I can't wait for later. Cowboys, pistols firing and my guns are blazing. I got lions and Langston, and always I stay. And my state is the greatest, know you hear what I'm saying. I'm from that 0 and 5th, Oklahoma. 918 represent Oklahoma. 580, yes, lit, Oklahoma. 539, what it is, Oklahoma.
I'm from that reservation life, Oklahoma. 918 represent Oklahoma. 405, yeah, it's lit, Oklahoma. Native life, what it is, Oklahoma. Clean Pool Creek cones, I was raised in one of those. Racing shoes, racing hat, went to school with racing clothes. Grew up hella rough, but f*** it, that's just how it go. I-75 as we're moving through the red state. Big rims flicking, reflections of the candy paint. Learn how to hustle, just watching all these heavyweights. I'm from the aunties in the kitchen, smell like wild onions, eggs, fried bread, sauce get dipping, slipping through the red. Natives round here grilled out with beaded chains. In and out the toaster like the drillers or a oil game or something like the Thunder Boy. I show up hella sooner. I'm Oklahoma, Daddy Pony Boy, Johnny outside loser. Hip hop, Jim Thorpe, Oklahoma native. Legendary, raised in the pavement. Oklahoma medical, we sit back, we blaze it. And Underdog got the lit track, it's amazing. I'm from that reservation life. 918 represent. 405, yeah, it's lit. Native life, what it is.
I'm from that 40 and 5th, Oklahoma. 918 represent Oklahoma. 580, yes, lit, Oklahoma. 539, what it is, Oklahoma. It's the underdog.
Ooh, that was Oklahoma Stuff by Underdog featuring Stinjati. What a great sound that was. That just came up 6 days ago. We'd love you to look at that. You know, we're even going to subscribe to him, Underdog 91. Find him on YouTube. Find him streaming now. He got some great music. We want you to, hopefully we can get him on the air and you can hear them. Listen to that. Matter of fact, we're going to play some Mike Bone. It's called Dance to the Beat of the Drum. And it's one of those cool songs that you have. This one is a mix of Young Buffalo Horse and Mike Bone. Basically, they are dancing. They've got some powwow. That means some cool mixing that they have. We're going to play that for you. You enjoy that one. We'll be right back here in a few minutes. Enjoy.
It's still Mike Funny Bone. Mike Bone, a young Buffalo horse. Get ready, get live, get hot. Let's go, hey, let's ride, hey, hey, hey. Dance to the beat, 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 dance to the beat of the drum. Dance to the beat, 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 dance to the beat. Dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. Hey, we gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. It's a trip in it, hard to resist in it. Hip hop with a native twist in it. Got me on the floor like no you did. In it, power flexing, whole new direction. Fancy in my stepping, just make the connection. No smoke, no drink. Ancestors I'm respecting. Who can be against me if Jesus be for me? If God gets the glory, it's a never in the story. Dang, shorty, you don't really know me by the end of the night. We all gon' be homies, and now we in motion. If the DJ keep it going, it's a grand entry. When the dance floor open, not hot, not drunk. Y'all don't need that jump. I'm clean as a whistle, and I still have fun. Party all night till we see the sun. Dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Dance to the beat, dance to the beat. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. Dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Dance to the beat, dance to the beat. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. Hop in this thing, we gon' make it rain. Boom in the bang, it's all in his name. We'll make it bounce, we gon' hit him with that hey. I'm gonna jump around to the drums and the chaos. Just gonna move with it. Feel the drum, hit your soul, gon' groove with it. When that song come on, start doing it. We gon' dance like everybody cool with it. So start doing it. Spread a little love, spread a little truth. Give your life purpose and be the best version of you. No drug abuse, and I don't need a drink to make it think to get loose. So come on, dance in it. Put this song on repeat 'cause it's a jam in it. Don't move on the floor, don't just stand in it. Look to the sky, put your hand in it. Put your hand in it. I'ma stay live, pride in my tribe. Dreams on the rise, don't be fooled by my size. When I'm at the party, I ain't standing on the side. So when I get to move and get the feel in my vibe, we gon' shake your face, drop in the bass, step in the places. Hit him with the great, hit him with the fire, hit him with the blaze. Sweat on the stage and the spirits go crazy. Hey, dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Hey, dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Hey, dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Hey, we gon' dance to the beat of the drum. Dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Hey, dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Hey, dance to the beat, dance to the beat. Hey, we gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. Hey, we gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum. We gon' dance to the beat of the drum.
Ooh, that was the sound of Beat of the Drum by Mike Bone featuring Young Buffalo Horse. We thank you for joining us on Live with the Native Guy. You know, we're going to play you a little bit more music. We're going to get you moving. We're going to get you grooving on the Powwow Trail. Sometimes we don't know what we got going on in our microphone. We're just a little bit loud once in a while. You know what? If you have some good times and everything like that, we're going to get you to some cool music here at the dang. So I am live again. I am pushing some Kiowa. I'm going to do some Kiowa Gore dance music. Maybe you know what that is. Maybe you haven't. It's one that's cool. It's one that we have. And matter of fact, I'm going to play this one. And maybe you might have seen it. This is a good one. It's a few minutes long, about 6 minutes. We're going to play this one for you. Enjoy this one. It's the Kiowa Big Bow song. It's one that is sung, that's at the Taipei Park here in Oklahoma, outside of Lawton, Oklahoma. We're going to play this one for you while we take a little break. You enjoy this. We'll see you in a minute. Enjoy.
May we have a chair? Freddie, do we have a chair that we can use for her?
Go!
Thank you, our friends, the relatives. To come and be with the family here at this time. It's been...
Oi, child. That was the Big Bow song. We hope you've enjoyed that one. This is the sounds of Live with the Native Guy. I'm the Native Guy here on the streaming network. As you can see, we are the Native Broadcast Network, radio.net. Go there. You can always hear the live stream of what we are going. So, I mean, if you are not able to watch us on YouTube right now where we are streaming as well, you can always hear us on the Native Broadcast Network, radio.net. There we are streaming live simultaneously through the Facebook or through the YouTube channel as well as on our Native Broadcast Network radio station, .net. So go and check it out. You know, maybe you have a birthday. We're going to play this kind of birthday song for you. It's very beautiful. Matter of fact, it was done. Freddie Kozad, a member of the Kozad family, sings this song, and the Kiowa people behind him sing it. It's a really powerful song. A lot of our Kiowa people sing this during birthday, but if you have a birthday today, I want to say happy birthday to you. God bless you. You know, we want you to enjoy this song. This song is a birthday song. It's a Kiowa birthday song. The words in it, we'll get the words to you after we're done. But we're going to play this one. You enjoy it. We'll be right back to you here in a minute after we play this on Live with the Native Guy. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Shout out and enjoy this Kiowa birthday song.
Oh,
We want to say happy birthday to you if it's your birthday today. You are listening to Live with the Native Guy. I am your host, the Native Guy. We thank you for joining us this morning on your morning drive. We hope you've been enjoying it. You're listening to the sounds of the Kiowa birthday song that was done a few years ago. It's streaming on YouTube. You can find it. Just type in the word Kiowa birthday song, and you'll see that those words are sung. Basically, they said, Honde on day, donk tank say nok got sano, no impegya on tadam do. It means I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful that you've been given another year of life. And it's prayers that they're saying about this. Honde on day means I'm grateful. Honde on day, donk tank say nok got sano, no impegya on tadam do. On day, ya on to adults I do. No impeg ya on tadam do. No impeg ya on tadam do. No impeg ya on tadam do. On day, doki tancy no ki got son. No impeg ya on tadam. So those words are basically letting you know about you've been blessed with another year. You're grateful that God has given you another year. That this day you've been given. It's grateful. God gave you another year. We're grateful. We're thankful. Those are basically the words to those Kiowa words. Some of the things that we got. You know, I also enjoy singing Kiowa hymns. Those of you who don't know, I don't speak my language fluently. I do understand different songs. I do understand different things. And some of the songs that we sing are so beautiful within our tribal hymnal, or we have a hymnal book, and we have different songs that are played. Matter of fact, I played some on Sunday. We'll try to play some, but you know, as we think about our hymns, we think about our peyote songs, we think about our traditional songs, and for us, for like me, you know, these songs mean a lot to me. Just hearing them when I'm gathered around at a powwow, when I'm hearing relatives sing these songs, like the Kozad family, shout out to them. You know, we like to get on to each other. We might get on Facebook and argue with one another. But again, some of us know how powerful singers these men are. Some of them are my relatives, young, same age as me, a little younger, a little older. But I see these different ones throughout the community once in a while. And like every Kiowa, you hear me say stuff on the radio, but in reality, when we go see each other, we Kiowas, we really love each other. We just, like I say, politics. It is what it is. And every tribe, no matter where you're at, it doesn't even mean this Native American country. Politics, it is what it is. We can agree to disagree. It's going to get us heated. We're going to argue. We're going to fight over things that we're passionate about. But in the end, as Kiowa people, it's this, for me, it's our culture. It's the songs. It's our dance. It's the language that some of us know and are trying to save. It's the things that some of us are doing to be better Kiowas for each other, and it's those kind of things. And for me, it's the hymns. I love our Kiowa hymns. I've been trying to. That's how I kind of learned the language a little bit, was just teaching myself how to sing these hymns, how to understand these hymns. One I like, it's one that I don't know very well, but I sing it. Don't get oh boy, don't get oh boy, no. Don't get oh boy, no. Don't get oh boy, no. Don't get on the kira oba kipoki, don't get don't get kiga oh boy, no. 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 Don't get kiba kipoki, don't get kiga oh boy. Basically, those words are talking about God, how great we are for God. Jesus gave his life. There's another one that I like to sing. Matter of fact, I'm hearing it play back. It's one that I like to sing. It's Dine so Pompey. Don't you eat, dine so Pompey, don't hey. Don't you eat, they don't keep on my ba. Jesus sape, don't dine so Pompey, hey, te bedotsa e, te bedotsa e, te bedotsa e, te bedotsa e, your own. Don't you pay no key own. Don't you pay no key own. Don't you eat time so Pompey no hay. Don't you eat time so Pompey no hay. Don't you eat they no keep on my ba. Jesus pay no time so Pompey. Hey, te bedotsa te bedotsa te bedotsa te bedotsa yo. Don't you eat no key yo. Don't you eat no key down. Don't you eat time so Pompey do hey. Don't you eat time so Pompey do hey. Don't you eat they don't keep on my ba. Jesus don't time so Pompey. Hey, te bedotsa te bedotsa te bedotsa te bedotsa yon. Don't you eat no key down. Don't you eat no key down. Don't you eat time so Pompey do hey. So as you know, we use the word Jesus. Kiowas don't have a word for Jesus, peace be upon him. So we say Jesus saw. Kiowas and Comanches, we kind of learned Christianity through the Quakers, through the Protestant churches, through the Catholic faith. Matter of fact, the Kiowa was first interacted with the religious folks back in the around 1820s, 1830s. We were kind of familiar with the churches before, as we have symbols within our calendars, our tribal calendars, that go back pretty a good distance in the past, that shows that we had interactions with the Spaniards. The Spaniards had crosses and everything because they're a Catholic nation, and so that's where we kind of understood a little bit about religions and everything like that, as our symbols and everything kind of start showing who and what we know about these folks. And as we learned a little bit more about religion within our tribes and everything, you know, it was a rough time for a lot of the tribes that they were going through. For the Kiowa people, and again, I don't know what went on with a lot of other tribes and the differences that they had, but the Kiowas, in spite of everything after the Medicine Lodge Treaty, it was basically the end of our way of life, as we knew it. You know, the way of our buffalo culture, our buffalo hunting, the ways of our trade, everything, that was all annihilated. It was all taken away after that treaty. So what did we do? Is our chiefs shrewdly, you know, they made decisions that affected all of us today, and many of our people, they're either Christian or like me, I'm from part of the Islamic faith. Some of us are Native American church, and those things, you know, are where we are today in the stream of time of how religions have really affected us. Because some of our people, like I say, not all of our people are Christians. A lot of them say they are, but they don't go to these churches that our ancestors used to go to. As a matter of fact, some of us, we were taught to go to where that spirit feels right, and if that word is right, that's where you go. If not, just leave. And some of us do that. You know, we don't stay where we don't feel that spirit of God. And again, that has to go to our traditional teachings, the things that we know, the things that we understand, the things that we've been taught. All of our Kiowa people, we've been taught different things. People don't understand we all come from different bands. We're not all the same people. We're not all the same. Basically, we're not all from the same societies. We don't do the same society dances. We don't participate in different society dances. We don't participate in some of our doings because of some of the things that we know our families didn't participate in. And that's the way it is, how we are today. We know some of our folks are Christians, some of our folks aren't. Some of our folks go to church on Sunday. Some of us go into that Native American church on Saturday night and come out Sunday morning. They don't mix the thing. Some people do, and you know, again, Those are teachings that some of us, as they change and we get colonized and learn more about colonization and how it's affected our people, that's what it is. We start doing and mixing these things. And that's what we are. In the stream of time, a lot of our tribes, we do things that are mixed. And again, I'm not speaking on behalf of every tribe. I don't know. We have other ones. If they want to discuss these things, we can openly discuss them because they're topics that are for discussion. They're not to be hidden. For me, for those who say you can't do that and you can't do this and you can't do that, again, the question is, who told you these things? Why are you telling people that they can't do that? Why are you telling people they shouldn't express themselves? If you're a medicine person today, then you're supposed to be giving good medicine and helping people grow. But if you're not and you're trying to hide it, then your medicine, to me, is worthless, and it will always be worthless. Because, one, the songs that I just sang, they come from a powerful creator who made all of our First Nations, and he gave us something, and if we don't follow those things, then we're going to lose them. And some of you want to mix these cultures that don't belong to our people, and we're watching it. Some of us are watching it because of our backgrounds and the things that we do and the people we come from. We just paying attention like we're supposed to. Good, kind ones. We watch, we observe, we listen. And then we just see how our people did it, and we notice that, hey, things are changing. People don't care that they're changing them. They just want to do with themselves, and then that's part of the society we live in. That's how they've taught us to be individualistic, not to do things as a collective society as we used to. So how did I get on this subject when I was singing spiritual hymns? Well, it doesn't matter. We're just, talking about these things that a lot of people believe they're taboo. You shouldn't be talking about them. And again, those are some things that, for me, as a person who's I was really religious. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. I went door to door. I went and bothered people all the time. That's what they say, bother people. And, they teach us, well, if their house is on fire, you want to go save them. And that's what we used to be as Jehovah's Witnesses. That's what we thought we were doing, going door to door, knocking on your door early in the morning, waking you up, trying to give you this message of God. But as you learn and grow and see all these things, those things kind of make you question why you do those things and what you're really doing them for. And some of the things, the doctrines and the things that they push on you, it just makes you say, I don't want to be a part of that. And that's, I'm not a part of that. Like I say, I'm a Muslim. I believe in Allah. That's how I believe. That's who I am. It doesn't mean I force my way. It doesn't mean I try to do everything. Am I a perfect Muslim? Of course not. Was I a perfect Christian? Of course not. Was I perfect anything? Anybody who says they are, they're lying to themselves. They're fooling themselves. And that's what we are. We're just trying to spread awareness. We're trying to talk about, because again, there's things that go on in Indian country, especially politics, that tear each other apart, that have nothing to do with what we are. The governments we run today, they have nothing to do with who we are as people. Some folks think that they're the saviors of our tribes because of what they think they know and how they do. But again, some of us know who our savior is. We've already been there. So what you're doing is you're just blowing smoke to some of us. And again, I'll challenge any of you. Bring your debates. Let's debate. Let's talk about these things. We have oral histories that we learn. Some of us come from very powerful oral people who know things about ours, and we just don't share them. Like some of our folks. My folks told me there's stories that we're not even going to tell anymore. It's not worth it. Our people are on a path right now that they just want to be that way, and they don't want to be good to each other. They're acting like it, but they don't. And that's where I can leave my home right now and I can go out and talk to different ones, and they'll put a smile on when they see me, but behind closed doors it's a little bit different. And it's the same way. I've had different ones who helped them out, and they're nowhere to be seen anymore because they got what they wanted. And that's what our people do to each other. That's something that I don't know how it is in your communities and the different ones, but there's ones who will really go out and support, and there's ones who, no matter how much you support them, and if you don't give them what they want, they're going to do everything to destroy you. And we know who you are and what you're doing out there. You're on your own radio station doing that, and we're going to come back at you now. We're going to start doing the same thing you did to other people. Do unto others as you want done to them. Show them some respect. And if you want some respect, then we're going to show you how some of us show you a little bit of respect in what we know how to do and how we do it. Some of us are really capable of understanding the world by what we've learned, by what we've done, by the things we've gone through in life. Traditionally, culturally, spiritually, all of those things matter. And when we put those things together, we're just trying to build a better world. That's what the Native Broadcast Network is really about. We're trying to build a better world, a better better way of being around each other, because again, right now, the way things are, we either are for each other or we're against each other. And when they say we're for each other, then let's be for each other. Let's cheer each other on. And instead of going home and in the background, I don't really like what that's going on, because I do it all the time. And again, that's the reality of what we're facing. Anyways, this rant was brought to you by the Native Broadcast Network. It was sponsored by the Fry Bread, Greasy Fry Bread. When you get some greasy fry bread, make sure you wipe it on your lips so you don't go chap. That's Sounds of the Native Guy. Hey, you're listening to the Live with the Native Guy on the morning drive. It's about 10:40, depending on where you are. If you're on the West Coast, you're just now getting up. Good morning to you. If you're on the East Coast, you're getting ready for lunch. Go get me something to eat. I'm a little bit hungry myself. But we're enjoying the sounds. We're going to get back to some more music. We're going to play a good little set here. We're going to try to see, I don't know. Oh, who's some good music that we can play? Let's play some, let's play, I don't know. How about these Wild Band of Comanches? They got some good music. If you haven't heard the Wild Band of Comanches, these guys, they are a very, very powerful group. They've got some powerful music that they sing. They're here locally out of Oklahoma, I believe. Lawton, Oklahoma is where they're from. But we're going to play some Wild Band of Comanches. You enjoy this video. We're going to go off and take a little break, get some water, get some coffee. And here we go. Enjoy Wild Band of Comanches.
Right over here, so anytime you are ready, you are on. Stand by, subject please.
That's what happens when you're watching and trying to monitor and do things at the same time. I hear all this stuff in the background. You're watching that on camera. Sorry about that. We're going to get that out, and we're going to get you a little bit more of what we got going on here. We're live with the Native Broadcast Network. You're listening live to the Native Guy. I'm me, your native host of the Conwood Tribe. I was trying to figure out, so the other day I was playing some video game. I don't know if any of y'all are gamers. If you're trying to play, my brother was playing some Call of Duty, and I don't know if you've ever played Call of Duty. We're going to put some of this stuff up here, and we're going to show some, just some gaming, because it's one of those deals where, shoot, if I knew what I was doing, I'd play it, but I have no idea. I played Call of Duty. I played some different, just different games, first shooter games, and it's not as easy as you think. Some people say it's real easy, you can play, but I'm one of those people who I have no clue how to play these games. They're not easy. We're going to play this. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe I need it, because again, I'm not sure. These are walkthroughs. These are Call of Duty stuff. Maybe you've played Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto. I don't know about you. I love Grand Theft Auto. I play GTA 5 all the time. My kids play that. We like to play. I like to put my cheats in and play the cheat codes. But there's all kind of things that you do. If you're a gamer, shout out. What kind of games do you like? What kind of games do you play? My children are into this game called Fortnite and Roblox. I don't understand any of it, but I think Fortnite is like a first-person gaming thing that some people try to play, and I've tried to play. Like I say, I played Call of Duty. I played what do they call it? Halo. And man, I do not know what the heck I'm doing on any of those games. I've tried to play it. Some people says, come join. And I think they want me to join because I'm the easy kill. I'm the guy. I don't know. Have you seen the scene on The Office? If you watched The Office, that's one of my favorite shows. If you don't know, by the way, there's a scene where Jim Halpert, the guy who plays Jim Halpert, is playing. They're playing Call of Duty, and he's in there jumping around, shooting at a wall and everything. Doesn't know what he's doing, and that's me. That's how I play. I'm one of those guys who I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing. I'm just shooting. And I'm the guy, when I respawn, they're just waiting for me to respawn because I'll come out and I'll just run out of, like anybody. I just get shot up and just boy, I'm one of those guys, if you ever play games with me, I'm going to get mad. I'm going to be getting mad. I'm going to get upset. I'm going to be the guy throwing my controller at the screen because I do not know what the heck I am doing. That's just a serious thing about me. I don't know how to play these Call of Duty games. Like I say, I've tried and I've tried, and man, it's just not as easy as I thought it was, because I do not know how to play first-person games. I don't know how to play these. The only games that I'm really good at, just so you know, is I play the sports games. I'm really good at the Madden football. I'm pretty good at the basketball, but again, if you went live with me and we played live, I'm pretty sure you beat the dog crap out of me because I play for a hobby. I've seen different ones. I've tried to play them. I remember one time, I don't know how old, I'm going to tell my age, but again, we played the PlayStation with EA Sports, the NCAA football. I remember playing my friend one time. I thought, man, I play this every day. I'm good at it. He got on there and beat the dog tar out of me because he was a little bit better. And that's the thing about playing video games with different ones, and you kind of learn how they play, what they play. And he was just running option on me, wishbone offense. He was tearing me up. I thought I had a good team at the time, and it just, again, I'm one of those gamers who just gets frustrated. I mean, really frustrated. If you know any of the things that are going on in gaming systems today, how they play game, what they do, it's just one of those deals where, hey, I do not know how to play this game, not sure where this game come from or how, but I know if you've got kids, any of y'all are out there, what games do they like to play? Which ones have you watched and tried to share? I've tried to get into some of these games with my kid. My daughter's really good at Fortnite. She streams live. You might know her. Some of y'all might follow her, but she does pretty good. I mean, I watched her. I sat down and just watched her stream, and I've tried to figure out what she's doing, and I just watch her picking off people. It's like, man, if I could learn how to do that, I'd be pretty good at these games. But boy, howdy, they know, these kids know how to play these games. They know how to play them really well. Not me. I'm one of those person. You get me on that game, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going to fall apart. I'm going to be the guy who's going to be the most time killed on that when they show those screens going across about who did what, most kills, and I'm the guy who's died the most on there. Usually that's what I'm pretty good at. Hey, we've been here for a couple hours on the morning drive. We're going to go until about the 11 o'clock hour, take a break, eat some. Then we're going to come back and try a little bit more streaming. We're going to try to get our hosts on. Maybe we'll hear some Native Smoke. He's been up in Yakima, Washington. He's been going live with us there. If you don't know, we're live here in Lawton, Oklahoma, in TP Studio 1. We don't have the fire going so bright today because it's a nice day. The big snowstorm that we had the other day that canceled all the school and shut down the whole state, all that snow is now gone. It is like it was never even here. It's just another day, but we did need the moisture. We're glad that came. Matter of fact, we might get some weather up there for you so you guys might know what's going on in your neck of the woods. And as you're knowing what's going on in your neck of the woods, maybe we want to know what's going on in the neck of the woods here. We're going to get some weather for you so you know that you were able to, see what's going on, how it's going on. Let's see. We're going to start here in the Lawton, Oklahoma area. And what you see behind me basically is the interactive screen of the Weather Channel. You can go to the weather.com, and there you have, we are 42 degrees in Lawton at this hour. We're going to go to Bernie, Montana, where one of our other podcast hosts who comes on, it's 35 degrees. There's a winter storm watch that's going to be happening up there in Bernie, Montana, where Native Smokes is today. If he's up, it's around up in Yakima, Washington. Right now, it's 27 degrees as of 8:42 p.m. 7 minutes ago up there. It's 27 degrees. They're expecting 46 degrees today and 33 of the night. It's going to be air stagnation advisory. And then we've got my relatives, boy howdy. The reason why I show this one in LaConner, Washington, my relatives up there on the Swinomish Reservation. Looks like you got a nice 42 degree weather there. There's a small craft advisory, which must mean that there's some fog and stuff that's going on right there. But those are the weather report that you have from different areas of the world where some of our hosts are. But here in the Red Teepee Studio 1 in the plains of Oklahoma, those of you who are here in Oklahoma, if you're this far down near the Texas border where we are, about 40 minutes to the south of us, it's about 42 degrees at this hour. It's a nice, beautiful day. Go out and enjoy it. If you haven't been outside, if you're just sitting in, drinking some coffee, you're doing whatever, take out some time and go outside and say, aho, dog, day on day. You know, you're good for this day, dog. It's good day. We're glad that we're having this day today. We're glad you're here with us online with the Native Guy. If you're watching on the YouTube stream, shout out to you. Thank you for there. For those of you listening in, we're trying to build this station. Come in, be a part of this. Hey, how do you get your podcast live on the air? Well, you can go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start. And you can become a host of your own podcast. It's free of charge. There's nothing to do it. And you know what? The best thing about Anchor FM, when you get on there, that anchor.fm/start, you can start podcasting and they'll start getting your stream out to hosts of different platforms that are big. And today, like us, the Native Broadcast or the Native Podcast Network there on the Anchor FM is streaming on 11 different platforms from iTunes, Amazon Music, to Spotify, to Stitcher, and to iHeartRadio. Those are some of the platforms, 11 platforms. But how do we do it? Anchor. Anchor.fm is your one-stop shop for all your podcasting needs, and it's free of charge. Go let them know the Native Guy sent you from Anchor.fm to go sign up to get your podcast started, because we can't wait to hear you. We want to hear your podcast. We want to play it on our show. We want to play it on the air. Hey, if you wanted to become a sponsor of this, as you see there on the screen with you watching on Native Broadcast Network on the TV channel, on the YouTube channel, you can see we're scrolling different things. But if you want to sponsor and you want to put your advertising there, come let us know. Come advertise with us. You ask the information there. Send us an email at nativebroadcastnetwork@gmail.com. That is nativebroadcastnetwork@gmail.com. We'd always be happy to have you as a guest to help you fill some time. You want to buy some airtime, studio time, we'd be happy to do that. We have the capabilities. We've got different things where we can get you live on the air from your own home. We can record you right in the studio and get your podcasting going. You want to know how? Well, email us at the Native Broadcast Network @gmail.com. We'd love to have you as a sponsor. We'd love to have you as a advertising partner. We'd love to even have you as a guest and talk about your talent and the work that you do with your music, with your business, with your entrepreneurship, whatever it is, with your artwork, with your anything. We just want to have you be able to talk to us about it. And again, in Bernie, Montana, if you're up there in Bernie, Montana, it's 35 degrees right now. You're in a winter storm watch, so be careful on your drive or wherever you are today. If you're out in Reno, Nevada, if you're out there listening in Reno, Nevada, it's a special weather statement. It's 27 degrees and sunny there. It's going to be 43 degrees, but we want you to be safe. And if you're up in Yakima where Northern Smokes is, if you see him in Yakima, go say hi to Northern Smokes. It's 27 degrees in the Yakima, Washington area. So we hope you've been enjoying the weather report. We're going to get you back in some more music with Live with the Native Guy. You know, some of the things that we try to do here is try to give you some awareness to spread some things that are going on. You know, if you're in the Lawton area, come and visit us here at the Red Teepee Studios. We'd love to have you on live show. Come talk about what you're doing. We can even stream you on the Facebook channel where people can see you. But right behind me, as you can see, it's a blank screen. Well, we'd like to be able to do this, like live with a native guy like we have right above me. Then we'd like to be able to put your advertisement like this. As you see, you're listening to the Native Broadcast Network. We're going to put that. See, you're listening to the Native Broadcast Network. We're streaming. Go to our stream on the Native Broadcast Network radio.net. That is the Native Broadcast Network radio.net. Matter of fact, we're going to bring that up for you so you can see what we've got going on that page. That's the Native Broadcast Radio Network.net. And on that page, you're going to see different things. The biggest thing is you're going to see that our player is up. And we've got a player where you can just hit play and stream live from that station. And once you stream live from that station, you can hear basically everything that we see or you see here. You can see everything on the screen the same way. So we're going to get that up for you. We're going to try to get some of this information in here. Matter of fact, if you go onto the Native Broadcast Radio Network.net, you're going to see some of the things that we have been doing here in studio. As a matter of fact, we want you to go to the About page, and you can see one of our hosts, Trenton Films, a.k.a. Native Smokes. He is on the Native Broadcast Network. Native Smokes is his name, Trenton Films. He's our Yakima host. On the About page, then there's me. Then you can always contact us there at the Native Broadcast Network. It says, thank you for stopping by. Please excuse the mess as we try to clean up and bring you more content here in the Native Broadcast Network. We want you to join us on our various social issues ranging from the First Nations tribe throughout various locations of Turtle Island. Keep checking in as they go live with the Native guys. Like now, we're live on the air throughout the day. We're bringing you live interviews. We're going to bring you different vlogs. Become a supporter of ours by clicking our link. Help us grow. Even go to our anchor.fm page and hit that support page. Get us to grow so we can do different things inside the studio and outside of the studio, because we'd love to bring you more live interviews. We'd like to bring you some interviews that we do outside of the studio, and we'd like to bring you some different things and topics that are just relevant to everyday life. So we want to end our show today, or at least this morning drive with you, as we get to an 11 o'clock hour. We're going to bring up the YouTube station, as you can see back there. Sorry about that. Holy moly. I need some water. I need to drink something. We're going to play some music on the way out. We're going to make a good fast one. You know, the Kozad Singers. I always enjoy listening to the Kozad Singers. Actually, you know, this will get us the end of our show. It's a championship song that they made there in Gathering of Nations, I believe, 7 years ago. And if you have not heard the Kozad Singers, they are a powerful drum group. They are powerful Kiowa singers from the Kiowa tribe. And this is one that you enjoy. You'll notice different ones who are no longer with us, but we are glad that we had opportunities to get to know them and to see them when they were alive. But here is the Kozad.
Hi, son. Anytime you're ready. Kozad!
On our Lux Live broadcast. We chop.